is a useful tool for adding motion and activity to your website. What it is just a series of images that you select from your gallery and put it into a timed rotation. With that rotation, you can have subtitles show, you can change the order that the images appear in and the speed that they appear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in a slideshow module where I currently have this image module. So you go up to the modules, click on slideshow, and it's going to drop in the default module box. Double click on the module, and in here you can adjust your padding. This is where you decide if you want to show text, how long it rotates, and the dimensions. We'll come back to this in a minute. So you're going to click on more settings. Up in here is the title where you would, this is a required field. You need to type in the name or what you would want to display for the subtitles that would appear if you choose that option. So I'm going to type in a quick message, and then you click Upload File. This will bring you to your gallery. And I've got 3 images that I've already preset, so I'm just going to select those real quick. So you select your image, hit Submit, and second image. Same process. Okay, so once you've added all your images, at this point you could change the order of the rotation by clicking and dragging them around. And then if you want to edit the title, just simply click on the word Edit, and it's going to bring the image path and the title box up here. And you can go in and change that. When you're done, you just hit Submit, and that'll apply the changes. So these are the 3 images, and I'll put them in the order that I want them to rotate. When you're ready, you hit Apply, and then it comes back to this screen. I don't really have to worry about padding in this box because we're not going to have any text around it. This is the option to show what you put in for the title. So if we want to leave that off, you just keep it deselected at No, or you can select it to Yes. And the time to rotate in seconds, I'm going to put it at 2 seconds right now, just so it moves fairly quickly. And then you're going to want to put the dimensions of your images. I had all mine pre-sized out at 456 by 275, so it helps to know before you create the slideshow what all the image sizes are going to be. That way it maintains a consistency to the sizes. So when you're done, you hit Submit and save your work. So now if we view this in live mode, it's the first image here, and then on a 2-second rotation, it's going to filter through all the images. Now at any point, you could come back in and through here, update the length of the rotation, and again, show the text description. So you hit Submit, save, and then view your work again. So now you'll see here it is. It displays the number of images in the rotation, the quotes that you put in there, and then the user could also, backtrack back and forth. So it's a neat little tool to put in, instead of just viewing a static image, you can have a rotation of images, have some words or text describing it, and so on to add to your website. Any questions about the slideshow module here? All the slideshow module information is in our Help Center. What I'm going to do now allows you to display a block of text on a web page, but then every time a user comes to the website, it can randomly pull from a pool of text quotes or testimonials or instructions, whatever you want to apply to your website, so that it looks different every time and they're not seeing the same text when they come to your website. So I'm going to go on to our About Us page, and I have a little field for customer testimonials that I want to drop in. So we select an area where we want to drop in the module, go into the modules, and then there's a random text module right here. double-click on the module, and here you'll see you have the ability to adjust the alignment and the width and the height. It will default at 250 width, but it detects if you're in a smaller area like this column over here, it'll automatically resize for you. So generally you do not need to modify these settings as they'll adjust themselves. So click on More Settings, and you have the option of choosing existing. So every time you create a module for random text, it'll keep a section of it in here. We're going to create a new group for this purpose. I'm just going to call it Testimonials 2. It's going to open up a window where you can add in your content and then modify the look and feel. So I've got 3 quotes here that I'm going to paste in. What you're going to need to do is set the font alignments, colors, sizes, and so on in here, because it will not apply from what's on your website. So I'm going to make the text Arial at 12 point. I'm going to bold the name, and I'm going to italicize the quote. So when you're done, you can also choose, alignments, colors over here if you want to make different fonts, different colors, and what kind of paragraph or header type modes. So when you're done, you hit Submit, and it's going to drop it down into here, and it's going to leave where you can add more. So real quickly, I'm just going to add the 2 other quotes. And I'm going to do the same font applications that I just did on the previous. And my last one. It makes it easier if you have them typed in somewhere else, but again, you can copy from other websites or from other documentation and just paste it in here and then make your adjustments. So once you've hit Submit, you can then go back in and edit any of these. You can delete quotes if you've got too many in your list, but the list will keep growing. So to view your work, you click on Finish, and we'll hit Submit, save our work, and view it in live mode. So here it's just going to randomly display one of the 3. Now the one thing is there's no order to this, so it's going to just randomly pull from the pool. So if I refresh my screen, you'll see it just displayed another quote. Now there's no guarantee that you're going to see all different quotes like we just did here. Sometimes you'll see some repeats. But the longer or the more quotes or testimonials or whatever that you put into that, the better chance that there will be a larger rotation. And that's it for the random text module. If you ever want to make changes to it, or again the order, you just come back in and click on More Settings, and then you'll see the screen change. You have the option of creating a new text group, selecting an existing group, or just go directly to quote management. Since we already assigned Testimonials 2, when I click on quote management, it'll pull those 3 back up. So then you can again delete, edit, submit, add more, and so on.